Thread the cable into the lever. This is easiest if you take careful note of the path of the old cable before removing it. For the back brake, you need the first run of cable to be long enough to allow the handlebars to turn fully without pulling on the cable. If you're replacing an old cable and you're sure the cable was the right length and you don't plan to move the position of the levers or the handlebars, you can match the new cable to the old. New bikes are often set up with cables that are too long. Cut the outer cable carefully. Check there's no tag of metal covering the entrance hole. If there is, snip it off. Use a spike to reopen the plastic liner. Apply a very small amount of grease to the opening and thread the inner wire in. It will pull the grease into the outer cable. Continue down the cable run, setting up each section of outer cable, remembering to fit any necessary ferrules. The last run into the brake needs to be long enough for the brake to move. Thread the inner cable into the brake and screw any barrel adjusters on the cable run until they are almost closed. They may be at the exit of the levers or on the entry to the brake. If you leave a couple of millimeters of barrel screwed out, you can make final adjustments to the cable tension in either direction once the cable is clamped. Clamp the inner cable onto the brake. The clamp bolt needs to be tight enough to hold the cable in position, but not so tight it flattens the cable, as strands will break. You need to do this with the cable under tension and the brake held in the ready position, not wide open. If pulling the brake on has released any slack, loosen the cable bolt, pull some slack through and reclamp the cable.